Who's down there? Oh! Oh my God, careful, careful.
Guys, it's about 2:30 in the morning, and there is a large pack of coyotes out around my camp.
Oh, go, 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 go! What is that?
You know what I'm saying?
There's somebody right there.
True isolation isn't about being alone. It's about the terrifying realization that you aren't. From a mysterious mask appearing outside a locked van to a pack of coyotes circling a campsite for hours. When the forest goes quiet, how long have they been watching you? On November 18th, 2023, the YouTube channel Outdoor Boys released a solo bushcraft video filmed deep in the forests of Alaska. The channel is known for outdoor survival, hunting, and camping in remote environments. This time, Luke enters the woods alone in late autumn, gathering food, building shelter, and preparing for the night, unaware that the surrounding forest is far more active after dark than it appears by day.
An invasive beetle called the Japanese spruce bark beetle has wiped out more than 90% of the spruce trees in this forest. I can see a spruce grouse sitting on a tree branch up ahead. I definitely got him. Oh, there he is. Yeah. There it is. Check it out. Those are moose bones right there. That looks like a big wolf dookie. See all the hair in it? Oh, there's more wolf poop. Wolves probably patrol this trail looking for food. Sure, there's a lot of poo on it. Oh, this looks like a decent spot to make camp.
Luke moves slowly along a forest trail in Alaska, searching for food and checking animal tracks. Along the way, he passes bleached moose bones and large piles of dark scat filled with fur, confirming that this area is part of an active hunting territory. Later, Luke chooses a campsite surrounded by dead spruce trees. Years earlier, bark beetles killed most of the forest, leaving dry trees standing everywhere. He cuts the dead trunks and stacks them into a simple bushcraft wall to block the wind and reflect heat. Nearly all the trees around him. The dry wood burns very easily, turning the area into a place that could catch fire fast.
Alrighty, I'm gonna get away from my campsite and go clean this bird. There we go, a couple pieces of grouse breast meat. Oh, that's looking good. Let's just stick it right there to warm. Oh, that smells delicious. May not look fancy, but I'm excited to eat it. Oh, that was delicious.
As daylight fades, Luke cleans and cooks the grouse he hunted earlier. He eats beside the fire, following a calm and familiar routine. But beyond the light of the flames, the forest stays dark and quiet, giving no clear signs of what's nearby. At around 2:30 a.m., something changes. From inside the shelter, Luke hears howls coming from the forest. The sounds don't stay in one place. They move around the camp.
Guys, it's about 2:30 in the morning, and there is a large pack of coyotes out around my camp. I can hear them laughing and barking off to the left, and then over to the right. All right, I'm going to try to get some sleep. We'll see if they come into camp and mess with anything.
Well, good morning. I didn't sleep very well last night. I kept getting woken up by this massive pack of coyotes. I first heard them over here on the left, and it was so many dogs. Around 2 a.m., they were off here to the left, and then they worked their way through the woods in front of the tent. And then they got all the way out towards the car is. 4 or 5 a.m., they came back this way. And this time I could hear them behind the tent. But I kept the fire going all night, and as far as I know, they never came into camp. There we go, fried Spam. A little pat of butter here, we're gonna just melt all over it. Fried bread, honey butter, and Spam. The breakfast of champions right there. Hear that pack of coyotes started howling over there again.
As the howling continues, Luke starts to realize the animals are not alone. Instead of passing through, the animals seem to stay close. With the sounds lasting for hours, from around 2 a.m. to 5 a.m., Luke keeps the fire burning all night, knowing the fire is the only thing keeping the animals at a distance. When morning arrives, Luke begins preparing breakfast, but the night's danger hasn't fully passed. Faint howls still echo through the forest as the coyotes continue to mark their territory. The sounds serve as a clear reminder that this place does not belong to humans. Recognizing the message, Luke decides to pack up his camp and leave the area. When coyotes remain active for long periods, it often shows confidence rather than simple curiosity. In remote areas, how long the sounds last can be more important than actually seeing the animals. When wildlife stays nearby for hours, it raises questions about how closely the situation is being monitored. Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. On January 27, 2026, the YouTube channel Trail Off, known for solo hiking and outdoor experiences in New Zealand, uploaded a video filmed in the Tararua Ranges near Wellington. The video follows a man hiking alone on the Dobson Loop Trail to clear his mind, unaware that the day will not unfold as expected. The man walks alone through dense native forest, enjoying the greenery and the sense of isolation. The path feels familiar and manageable. He talks about hiking as a way to reduce stress, and his mood is relaxed as he moves deeper into the trees. Then, without warning, a painful event threatens his safety.
I'm on the ground right now. I've stepped down onto a root and it's given way, and I've heard a snap either in the root or in my ankle, and now I'm in a bit of pain. So I guess this is a really good opportunity for me to document what I'm doing to get myself out of this situation. I want to be clear, this is not pretend. I don't know how badly. I've already called loudly for help. No one has heard, and there's every chance that at 2:39 p.m. in the afternoon on a Saturday, there's a chance I might be the last person through this trail for the day.
While stepping onto a tree root, it suddenly snaps, sending him to the ground in sharp pain and making it clear this is no longer a normal hike. The situation quickly escalates, and despite calling out for help, it becomes clear that he is completely alone in the forest.
The pain was worse at the start than it is now. My first thought was that I'd broken my ankle. And so if I've done that, there's no way that I can get out of here. The pain is going to get substantially worse when I'm out of shock. This sucks. I don't want to do that. God. Oh God. I can't go that foot first. There's no chance I can be out of here on this ankle before dark.
Despite the pain, he tries to stand, but it is immediately clear that something is wrong and his body won't allow him to walk out safely.
I've reached hopefully it holds me up. Okay. Basic first aid now. I think it talks to my phone, so I'm going to get out So I've had a reply from, I guess, the emergency services. I don't really know who, Maritime something. I met a lovely lady called Stephanie who's going to walk out and let Katrina know that I have a sprained ankle and that I've used my GPS or my PLB to call for help. I think she felt a bit guilty leaving, which it's understandable, but she couldn't help me, and so going and confirming that in fact I do have help coming is handy. When I move around, the ankle's clicking a bit and it's sitting funny, and I'm starting to get the shakes a little bit. I put on some warmer clothes because I'm actually kind of cold now. I'm just replying to emergency services who have asked me to confirm that I'm on the track.
Accepting the situation, he activates his personal locator beacon and sends out an SOS signal. He He receives a response soon after. While waiting, his body begins reacting to the injury, requiring immediate steps to stay safe and stable.
So that definitely sounds like a helicopter. I can't really move. I want to get up and wave stuff around, but I can't. I am stupid, but the second you see the helicopter, you think, yep, I'm real pleased. And then you start to, yeah.
That was a dignified noise. Something that's not fucking green. I'm in this clearing.
Eventually, he hears the sound of a helicopter overhead. Relief quickly turns into fear when the aircraft circles but does not see him.
Please see me. Please.
So someone winched down through the canopy and came up and helped me. It was really amazing. I was given a green whistle of drugs, which made me feel a lot better. I was still convinced it was sprain, but turns out was, in fact, a little fracture on the outside of the ball of the ankle.
After several tense minutes, rescuers arrive and quickly transport him to the hospital. He is treated and sent home the same night, reflecting on how quickly a simple hike turned into a situation where help was the only option. Many viewers noted how quickly an ordinary hike can become dangerous when someone is alone. A single injury, combined with isolation and time pressure, can turn a small mistake into a serious survival situation. When hiking alone, how prepared are you for the moment when you can't walk back out on your own? On October 22, 2025, the YouTube channel Jasco, known for overnight camping challenges and paranormal exploration, uploaded a video filmed in the Star Hill Forest outside New York. In this video, Jasco and his friend Chris return to a wooded area linked to old cemeteries and dark local legends. What begins as another overnight challenge quickly shows signs that this forest may not be as empty as it seems.
There was a serial killer that used to roam this forest and bury his victims all throughout the forest as well as this cemetery. In the cemetery, it is also rumored to be haunted by this sort of white-faced demon. And people claim that you look it in its face, that it will scar you for life. There was once a woman who looked at this demon face to face and she cannot talk to this day. So we're gonna go in there. Chris,
What was that?
why did all of the lights by the tombstones shut off?
That's actually fucking weird.
Actually, guys, there's these little lamps right here. They're scattered all throughout the cemetery. I swear to God, when we got here, hold on. Actually, I just posted this on my Instagram story. Look at this. If you look in the cemetery, the lights are on.
That's concerning.
Jasco and Chris arrive at the Star Hill Forest as night approaches. The area is quiet, surrounded by trees and old graves hidden in the dark. Jasco explains the history of the location, including stories of violence and strange activity. As they move through the cemetery, small details begin to stand out. Solar lights on the graves suddenly shut off as they get closer. The forest feels active, even when nothing is clearly visible.
What's that like light green thing over there? You see
Yeah, I
it?
see that. I don't like that.
I'll take a picture.
That's very close.
I'm gonna zoom in on that. What is that? It looks like a tent. Look at my phone.
Yeah,
It's a tent, I
someone's
think.
camping over there.
No way.
That's a tent. You're right.
Checking.
Check it? No, I don't think I want to.
While exploring deeper into the woods, they notice something unusual in the distance. A light-colored tent sits among the trees. Neither of them recognizes it, and they decide not to approach. Soon after, they hear footsteps moving across dry leaves.
And we spoke to some people nearby, the gas stations and stuff, and a lot of people said never go back there because there were rumors of some dark practices that occurred back here. This is apparently the area where that girl seen the white-faced demon that had her basically unable to speak to this day. I hear like walking in the leaves, like the...
Yeah, crunching. Someone out here? Hello?
Wait.
Yeah, I heard that. Poor timing.
Hello? Listen, we don't want to go too far. We're just kind of curious to see who or what's out here. It is so chilling. It's so quiet.
Hello?
What
the fuck is
that sounds like a girl's voice.
Hello, you okay?
Do you need help?
It's up to you, bro.
All right, how about this? I have an idea, Chris.
Okay.
Before we make it back to the cemetery, prove to us that you're here, turn the lights back on in the cemetery. At least one of them.
I just saw a red light flash over there. What the fuck was that?
Wait, what?
Sorry, I'm looking over my shoulder. I just saw a red light flash over there. What the fuck?
I see it.
See it? Isn't that crazy?
Thank you. Can you tell me, were you murdered by the serial killer? Okay, so she hates you.
Oh, whoa, what the fuck? The fuck was that?
What is that? Chris, do you see it?
Yeah, what is that?
Who's down there? Oh! Oh my god, careful, careful. Go.
Where are we going?
The sounds are close enough to suggest someone else is nearby. When a red blinking light appears deeper in the forest, followed by a low growling sound, both decide to retreat to their truck. 2 days after, they return to a different camping area nearby.
We drove by there the other night when we first came here, and there was people there. So, curious. Let's go take a look.
Can't see a single thing.
Oh my god.
Probably a good night to go look at the stars.
Someone had a fire here recently.
Okay.
100%, because it's still lit. I mean, you guys can see that. This is very recent. People are clearly here drinking. About 1.5 years ago, we had our tent set up here, and we left to go film in the forest. We came back, and our tents were completely destroyed. Like someone cut them up with knives.
They find a fire pit that is still warm, with smoke lingering in the air. The fire appears recent, suggesting someone was there not long before. Jasko then inserts footage from a previous visit to the same forest. In that earlier trip, their tent had been slashed while they were away. The memory changes how they view the current situation.
That was crazy, bro.
A shadow?
It literally in the straight back. It was a person, bro. It literally looked like a person just ran by the trees, like almost like a slow motion run.
Choking.
Choking.
If we have to pee, just make sure we come right here.
Ooh.
Hello?
Ooh, boy.
Bro, what could have fallen from a tree besides leaves? That was heavy.
Locations hold power.
Someone just threw something.
I was gonna say we sleep here tonight. I still think that's the case, because
Apparition.
apparition.
That's what I just saw.
Bro,
I literally
apparition
just saw
is
something
crazy.
run by the trees. What's that?
Whoa.
Ghost.
You don't scare us.
Oh, yeah. What scares me? A little
Stay
bit.
right here.
No. I don't want to.
Okay. I'm hearing some crazy noises over there. Whoa.
What the fuck?
Oh, okay. Go. What is that?
As time goes by, more strange moments occur. Chris spots a dark figure moving quickly between the trees. Soon after, a loud metallic sound echoes through the forest. Once again, they leave the area and regroup. They then visit the remains of an old foundation known as the Doctor's House.
Again, bro. Okay. Guys, I have tried every single battery that I have for my night vision camera. Every single battery was at 100%. None of them are working. Like, none of these batteries are working. It's not a camera thing, because we used this literally yesterday.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my, it's slippery, careful.
Oh, what the fuck?
On, brother, my camera's being fucked with and now this?
Hello?
So that one time we were here, there was like a massive old luggage here, so moldy and nasty.
Yeah.
And inside was like a bunch of weird personal belongings and dolls and shit.
What is that?
That's crazy. That is crazy. Look at that. What's up? Ugh, ew. Look in there.
Okay.
Oh my God. What happened in this house? What is the residual haunting? Can you tell us?
To cause madness. Marked.
Marked. Woo! What was that? Yo, yo.
Hello? Bro, the truck's not far. We gotta go.
Thomas.
Thomas, was that you in one of the photos? Was that your car?
Shop. Sickness.
Sickness, of course, the doctor.
While filming, all of their night vision camera batteries suddenly drain, despite being fully charged earlier. On the ground, they find old black and white photographs and a discarded hat. Using a spirit box app, they hear words related to sickness and violence. At the same time, the alarm on their truck goes off, signaling a possible intrusion.
I don't even know, I just don't know enough about baseball.
But, yeah, the Yankees won.
Hold up.
What the f was that? Oh my God,
Hold up. Bro, I'm starting to think there might actually be like somebody out here.
Who would be crazy enough to be out here?
No, I know that sounds dumb, but...
As night falls, they camp and talk by the fire when something unexpected happens, making them uneasy and raising the tension. For safety, they decide to sleep inside the truck.
Jess, there's talking. Someone's talking. I hear talking outside the truck. I was kind of awake. I just opened my eyes. Because I swear it sounded like people were talking outside, and then I heard a whistle. And then I heard more people talking.
Their rest is quickly interrupted by strange sounds. Flashlights begin moving through the trees near the vehicle. The light keeps shining toward them and does not stop when they respond.
Jess, wake up. Jess, please. Bro, there's a fucking light over there. There's a light. There's something over there, look. There's a light right there. Actually a light. There's like a flashlight or something right in front of us.
Where is it? It's off now. Do you think there's someone out there?
That looked like someone holding a flashlight, like looking at us, just standing there. So do it. It literally looked like there was a flashlight. Like someone was like pacing back and forth. It was the weirdest thing.
As well.
Yo, look. Dude, it just flashed again. Someone just flashed right there. I'm telling you.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, see it?
Yeah,
That's
I see
what I'm saying.
it.
It's right there. I don't know what to do.
Can we help you? He's just ignoring us.
I don't understand it.
Moments later, something they did not expect happens.
I don't know, like, I can say for full certainty, there's something weird going on in this forest. Like,
That was a fucking...
that was a gunshot.
There's no fucking way.
That was a gunshot. Okay, well, this is the only way out. I'm just gonna floor it, and whatever the fuck happens, happens.
A loud gunshot echoes through the forest. Facing a clear threat, Jasko immediately drives away. Only then do they realize they may have been followed. Many viewers believe the repeated voices, lights, and gunshot point to human involvement rather than something paranormal, raising one unsettling question. How long had someone been watching before Jasko and Chris realized they were not alone? On November 16, 2024, the YouTube channel CJ Faison, known for solo van camping and outdoor exploration, uploaded a video filmed in the Pine Barrens Forest of New Jersey. CJ travels alone to a remote area to camp overnight, choosing a quiet weekday to avoid people. The forest is known for its isolation and dark history. Before twilight bled into night, CJ took his e-bike around the perimeter. The surroundings felt empty and neglected, with unpleasant smells in the air, giving him the sense that this was not a welcoming place.
There's nobody else camping here, which is good. It's good for me, in several ways, because also too, I don't know if you all feel the same way or not, but like sometimes some seclusion helps you determine whether or not these noises are paranormal, whatever the case might be. And that's why I wanted to get here. There's somebody right there. All right. A little strange. I'm gonna actually go this way just to see what this person's doing. So the truck went this way here. Fish. In some aspects, I think you can hunt out here too. there's another campsite, and it looks like another outhouse there. Being out here, the sun's kind of going down now. I'm gonna ride around a little bit more because, all right, nighttime, things get creepy. Yeah. I'm actually wishing that somebody was out here camping now because it would just feel like a little bit more peace of mind. I don't see the trail anymore. So according to my map, I have to go way back that way. Basically, I'm going the wrong way, no light. I'm gonna cut the camera and head back that way as fast as I can. So let's get back to this main road.
On the ride back to camp, his sense of isolation shattered. Another vehicle was prowling the narrow forest tracks ahead. He immediately veered off path into the shadows to avoid detection, a knot of unease tightening in his stomach. Back in the relative safety of his van, night truly fell. That was when the situation began to feel more serious.
That was an extremely bright light. I swore there was a bright light. A very bright light. Damn, that was so weird. Like when I'm telling you that was a bright light, I'm saying that was enough light to make me like stop and be like, what the hell? Oh shit! Oh gosh, damn it. I'm losing my mind. I'm literally losing my mind right now. Oh, that was this. Dokie, let me just tell y'all. Oh, I may or may not have shit my pants there for just a quick second. Let's go on. Let's kind of explore around a little bit here at nighttime. So,
The oppressive silence was suddenly violated when a blinding, high-intensity beam pierced the tree line, sweeping across his campsite like a searchlight. Adrenaline spiking, CJ killed his own interior lights, plunging himself into darkness to watch the unknown source.
hey, that was weird. Let me try something really quick. My camera just went doo-doo-doo and shut itself off as soon as I took a step. All right, I don't know. Weird coincidence where there's a haunted log in the middle of the forest. I don't know. That was actually a joke. This is so weird down here. Oh my gosh. Whoa. When I'm looking around, I don't know why I'm downhill or getting out of breath going downhill, but this vibe here reminds me of not only like the Pocomoke forest, but it also reminds me of gosh, I can't remember the name of that forest. Eleanor, the Eleanor forest. This gives me Eleanor forest vibes like through and through. The trees aren't like huge trees, or like just like smaller little thinner trees. I don't know if y'all can kind of see it or not, but that's how like the Eleanor forest was. And when I went in that forest, I cannot tell where that noise came from. The worst part is I'm in this valley. Ow. Like I don't know if it came from down here. That's the van. That's my van. Shit. What the hell? My tripod's knocked over. Wait, I might have actually done that. When I left, I might have accidentally kicked that over or something. I don't know. And I don't know what this noise is over here. I don't know if it's like one of the airplanes, but there was something down in that valley making like a noise, and I'm not sure what the hell that was. Oh, fuck. I'm losing my shit. I really am. I also put the bed down, start getting it ready. I just wanted to clear the van, make sure nobody's.
Almost immediately, an eerie metallic whining sound echoed up from the direction of the swamp. His nerve broke. He retreated rapidly to the van and through the deadbolts, his heart pounding against his ribs.
Alright. I'm not sure exactly what I heard. I heard a bump, or like a thump or a thud, or I can hear planes out of this window right here. I hate to overreact, but I think I'm overreacting. I'm hearing shit. I'm hearing stuff in my sleep. It's freaking cold out here. Hello? You fucking shit! What the? Oh, I'm losing my mind. No, that's a fucking. That's a mask. That's a fucking mask. Hello? I didn't notice that was there earlier. Hello?
In the middle of the night, CJ wakes to a loud thump against the van. The terrifying silence that followed was broken by the distinct, slow rhythm of footsteps crunching on dry leaves, inches from where he lay. Shaking, he aimed his flashlight out the window into the void and discovered something that would stay with him long after that night. A grotesque mask was hanging from a branch directly beside the van. He knew it had not been there at sunset. Then, the final straw. The disembodied sound of a woman's voice drifted through the darkness right outside his door. The trap felt like it was closing. Feeling an imminent mortal threat, CJ shouted a warning into the night. The realization that his stalkers were right on top of him was too much. Many viewers believe the events point to human involvement rather than coincidence. The moving lights, footsteps, and the mask suggest deliberate actions meant to intimidate or observe. If someone placed the mask near the van, how long had they been watching before CJ realized he was no longer alone? On December 12, 2024, a van lifer named Ariana uploaded a quiet daily vlog to her YouTube channel, Taking a Journey, a channel focused on solo van life, routine workdays, and life on the road. Filmed in a parking lot in Texas, the video follows an ordinary evening inside her van.
Y'all, when is the last time y'all saw a store like this that you can drive through? So that truck just came out. I gotta go there one day. Not right now, because I have somewhere to be, but yep. One day I'm gonna go there. That looks so cool. So I'm not sure where it's leaking from, but it has spilled everywhere. So the water is under here, all over the floor still. And down here. I am definitely gonna have to redo my floor It's a lot of moisture under here and it's starting to pill up. I just got off. I just want to relax. I have to edit. I have a lot of stuff to clean. And it's not just cleaning up the water because it's from my gray water tank. So I have to go and bleach this. I have to bleach all of this, like all of this down. I had a bag of clothes sitting on the floor because I was gonna go wash. It's soaked now. And I have a huge mess over here, everywhere, because I had to take everything out. And I had to move stuff that was on the floor that is now wet. Oh my goodness, it's so wet, the floor. Look, it's coming up. The paint that was on the floor right here, all coming up.
After a long day, Ariana returns to her van and finishes cleaning up a messy leak from her gray water tank. The situation has already left her tired and frustrated. Water has soaked the floor. The smell is unpleasant. She is physically drained and mentally worn down. Later that evening, she sits quietly inside the van. The lights are on. The space feels small but familiar. For a moment, everything seems calm. Then, without warning, a sharp knock hits the side of the van.
So I just finished cleaning up. I bleached the floor 3 times. I'm pretty sure it's clean, but it just doesn't feel clean enough. You know what I'm saying?
Ariana freezes. She does not expect anyone. She listens carefully, trying to understand what she just heard. Ariana reaches for her self-defense tool immediately. Her movements are fast but controlled.
Someone just came and knocked on my window and said I'm out here. And I always keep my my pocket, you know, on me. So I'm reaching back. I'm stunned because who the is this? I don't see the person anymore. I don't even want to park here anymore. Yeah, I don't want to park here anymore.
She tries to look outside, but the darkness makes it hard to see anything clearly. The parking lot feels suddenly empty and exposed.
Okay, yeah, so I think I might move. Give me a second, y'all. What the heck? Let me turn this off. Let's go. I'm not parking here. I'm not. Nope.
After a few tense seconds, Ariana makes a decision. She drives away. Only after leaving the area does her body begin to relax. She parks in a new location and takes a moment to calm herself. The night ends without further incident, but the encounter leaves a lasting question behind. The knock and voice suggest intentional awareness of her presence, raising concerns about how visible solo van lifers are at night. Was the person mistaken about who was inside the van, or did they know someone was watching them from the start? On November 4th, 2025, the YouTube channel 2Swag uploaded a video documenting an illegal urban exploration inside Lake Forest Mall in Gaithersburg, Maryland. The channel focuses on abandoned places, large-scale decay, and real-time exploration. In this video, 2Swag and his team enter a shopping mall closed since March 2023. Once a crowded community center, the building now stands empty, silent, and still partially powered, creating an unsettling contrast between past life and present abandonment.
There's trucks right there. I don't think they have workers in them, so we don't have to be afraid, but it is pretty concerning. There's a trail cam on that blue thing right there, and then I guess we just gotta try and get into here. Shit, we gotta be careful. Can I check up there? Should we? Yeah, we should. That door looks, it has like multiple padlocks.
The exploration begins from the outside. The group approaches the back of Lake Forest Mall and immediately notices signs that the place is not entirely forgotten. They move carefully, testing doors and avoiding cameras until they find a push-bar entrance that opens into the mall's service corridors. As they explore storefronts, they find spaces frozen in time. A spa still holds magazines dated 2023. A jewelry store contains empty display boxes. Restaurants like Ruby Tuesday still store beer kegs. In electronics shops, phone parts and cables remain scattered on counters. These are not old ruins. This place shut down recently, and the details show how sudden the closure was.
Pretty easy entrance. Gotta go through this. Oh my god, the mold smell. Oh, it's flooded. It is complete and utterly flooded. So you could see how bad all of it truly is. There's complete puddles on the floor in here. Just being in here alone right now is terrible. Every single thing you see right here is leaks. And it also just rained, so this makes everything like 10 times worse. The lights are still on. This is for everybody who says abandoned places can't have power. Look at these frickin' stacks. Destroyed. Inside of a JCPenney, it's raining. That's crazy. You can see it's all just rotted and moldy, and the ceiling is completely decaying. I did not have a headache before walking into this room, and now, like, my temples are burning.
As daylight fades, the mall grows darker. In several areas, water pours from the ceiling. Carpets are soaked. Entire sections of the building are flooded. The smell becomes hard to ignore, and breathing feels uncomfortable.
What the f***? Holy shit. This place is f***ed. This place is actually done for. Oh my god. This is by far the worst, like, explosion I've ever seen of water. Let me get out of here. Holy shit. This is dangerous. Somebody probably did that thinking it was funny and just destroyed this entire mall forever. Oh. My shoes are already destroyed, so there's no real point. But I think this was the security office, how it was from when this place closed. None of this stuff works. All of this stuff is completely fried. They had all of their everything. These desks are just full. Files on files on files. Check request forms, due diligence, bank information, business plan, insurance, cash flow by month 2014. So they were making, I always wondered how much malls make each month. I wonder if we keep going through all these files, if we'll see the mall get less and less net income. I'm not supposed to be in here at all. I am exploring this now because in probably like a month or two, this will be so moldy, I will not be able to explore it. It gets really moldy over here. This is terrible. This is the security office. I bet you they flooded it for a reason. My lungs are hurting. Just walking through this. Oh, this mold. It smells so bad in here. There's a pair of bolt cutters. Oh, it's because of the paper, isn't it? I can't go in there. This is probably one of the wildest things I've ever seen. Is a check for $7,000 just floating down the office. That's awful. There's just money and credit cards and checks in here. All of this. IDs. Javon Marcus. Lost keys. There's AirPods. Full-on AirPods. What the hell? I'm just in awe of this place. This is really, really cool.
The team eventually reaches the security and management offices. Here, the mood shifts again. Instead of debris, they find paperwork. These items were not meant to be abandoned. They suggest people left quickly, without fully clearing out their lives.
All right, you guys, so we've made it back. This is day 2. I think we're first gonna go to the Macy's or JCPenney, and then I think we're gonna go over to like the playset area. So let's go. Oh, there's the sushi place he was talking about. Nori Sushi. Oh, it smells terrible. They left like a whole bunch of food residue here. Maki roll for $1.29 is crazy.
Look at how old this Coke machine is. It looks sick.
Look how moldy it is. Wait, I want to see what it looks like from the other side. Wait, slide around.
Dude, it's actually like complicated. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, look in here. Why did they just leave all this freaking food residue? That's disgusting. And then what's down here? Yeah, the kitchen is just flooded. Screw that. We're not going in there. That's gross.
On the second day, the group pushes further into the abyss. They find a food court that looks ready to serve the dead, menus still promising meals that no one will eat. But as they prepare to retreat, the atmosphere snaps from eerie to dangerous. A heavy exit door, which had been sealed tight the day before, now stands wide open. Just outside, a security patrol vehicle sits silently in the distance. The realization hits them cold and hard. The layout of the mall has changed because someone else is in here with them. With their flashlight batteries dying and the shadows lengthening, the group makes a hasty exit, acutely aware that while the mall has no shoppers, it is far from empty. Many viewers pointed out that the real danger was not trespassing, but neglect. Active utilities, flooding, mold, and unsecured personal data suggest long-term oversight failures. If a place is abandoned but still running, who is responsible when decay quietly turns into risk? That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.